to the 55th International Film Festival of India. Before we begin, I wish to let you all know that this press conference is being live streamed so that film lovers across the world and our friends in the media can also view the proceedings remotely. We also have live sign language interpretation, ensuring that the key updates are accessible to all. Today, we are honored to have with us the dignitaries on the dais to address the topic of accessibility at IFFI 2024. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Taha Haziq, Secretary, State Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Government of Goa. I would like to extend my warm welcome to Ms. Vandana Bulchand, Head of Swayam Accessibility Partner at 55th IFFI. To give a brief introduction of accessibility at 55th IFFI, the 55th IFFI proudly creates an inclusive cinematic experience championing the theme Sabka Manoranjan. IFFI continues its tradition of being an accessible film festival, ensuring the festival remains welcoming to film lovers from all across the world, with support from key collaborators like the Inclusion Partner State Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Goa, and Accessibility Partner Swayam, IFFI, sets a benchmark for inclusivity in cinema. For the first time in IFFI's history, the opening and closing ceremonies are being featured with live sign language interpretation, ensuring that all attendees, including those with hearing impairments, can also fully engage in the festival. We have also tried to make the venues equipped with wheelchair accessible spaces, restrooms, and parking facilities. The master classes and press conferences also have live sign language interpretation, ensuring that key updates and discussions are accessible to all. Now, I would request Taha sir to give the opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here as the partner for the 55th International Film Festival of India, Goa. The Office of the State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities, Government of Goa, as rightly said, is the inclusion partners this year. You all know that Goa has been, from the couple of years, has been pioneering in the space of inclusion, in the space of accessibility. And the biggest example is the year-round movement, what we do, named the International Purple Fest. Taking the same example, this time we are here partnering with the IFFI, the Ministry of Broadcasting, and the NFDC and the Entertainment Society of Goa, ensuring that the Sabka Manoranjan wala banner एक हकीकत बने. हम लोग देखेंगे यहाँ पे आप लोग सबने देखा होगा जो हिसाब से स्पेसेस क्रिएट की गई है. इट इज़ एन एक्सेस टू ऑल, चाहे वो प्रॉपर ग्रेडियंट वाले रैम्प्स हो, जो यहाँ पे भी आप देखेंगे स्टेज पे बहुत एक अच्छा ग्रेडियंट वाला रैम्प यहाँ पे भी लगाया गया है. यहाँ पे हमारे स्टेज पे मेरे पीछे ही यू आर सीइंग द लाइव इंडियन साइन लैंग्वेज इंटरप्रिटेशन विच इज हैपनिंग, जो अगेन नहीं हुआ करता था पहले. Just today at 11:30 we have inaugurated a wonderful section called Accessible India Accessible Movie section, जहाँ पे 12th fail is being screened with both sign language interpretation and audio description. खाली आप लोगों की जानकारी के लिए, साइन लैंग्वेज इंटरप्रिटेशन वो है जो एक भाषा है which is being spoken by persons with hard of hearing. It is a mean of communication for them. तो मूवी में जब ये एम्बेड हो जाता है तो every person with hearing impairment, every person with hard of hearing understands exactly what is happening in the movie, in addition to the closed captioning. Point number 2, audio description वो है जो silent scenes describe करता है for a person with visual impairment or blindness. साइलेंट सीन्स जैसे पूरी मूवी है जिसमें डायलॉग्स है, डायलॉग्स वाले हिस्से तो मुझे समझ में आएंगे, लेकिन द साइलेंट सीन्स वो समझ में आना बहुत मुश्किल है. So that is being narrated very well. And this is a concept now extremely well accepted by the fraternity, a concept which is now readily been taken by many of the production houses, जहाँ से slowly slowly करके मूवी जो है वो बॉर्न एक्सेसिबल बन रही है. मैं ये नहीं बताऊंगा कि पूरी तरह से ये चीज़ हो रही है, लेकिन सबसे अच्छा है कि भाई ये चीज़ करना शुरू हो चुकी है. There are a lot of online platforms like Cube, like Novaflix, like Excel Cinema, who are keeping movies in accessible format. Platforms of OTT such as Netflix, Prime, which जिनकी जितनी भी original series and movies है, are coming in accessible format, which says a lot. यहाँ का अगर मैं 55th फेस्टिवल का बताऊं, वॉलंटियर्स की ट्रेनिंग पूरी तरह से हुई है. We have got people from Swayam who are the accessibility partners from for IFFI, who have ensured a very well training of the volunteers, who have audited the whole place in terms of physical infrastructure, in terms of the websites, जो आपके social media posts आ रहे हैं वो, ये देखने के लिए कि सारा कुछ norms में बैठ रहा हो, सारा कुछ ऐसा हो जो exclusive ना हो. That is very important. हम लोग जब बात कर रहे हैं मेन स्ट्रीमिंग की, आज की तारीख में द इंटरनेशनल फेस्टिवल, द फिल्म फेस्टिवल ऑफ इंडिया गोवा इज अ फेस्टिवल विच इज मेन स्ट्रीम. इट इज नॉट कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन अ पर्टिकुलर थिंग जिसको हमें करना है, लेकिन इंक्लूजन जब आ जाता है, जब आपकी डिजाइनिंग उस लेवल की होती है, तो उसे रियल मेन स्ट्रीमिंग एंड इंक्लूजन कहा जाता है, विच इज नाउ अ ग्रेट एग्जाम्पल है. We just saw a wonderful dance performance in the inauguration. The dance performance included the international sign language by itself. That says it all. We need to go ahead in terms of inclusion. अगर मैं गोवा का बताऊं तो गोवा is hugely running under the banner of Inclusive Goa, under the leadership of Dr. Pramod Sawant, our Honorable Chief Minister, who is envisioning Goa to become a model state on inclusion. We have our minister, that's Mr. Subhash Fadesai, who is, a perfect leader, a extremely passionate leader, a minister of Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities. Under his leadership, we are able to take a lot of steps for inclusion. Now we have a separate department for empowerment of persons with disabilities, and I'm representing the State Commission for Persons with Disabilities. So I request that you all spread the message of inclusion, convey it to people that yes, this festival is for all who are movie makers, who are movie lovers, who are lovers of this fraternity. आए यहाँ पे enjoy करे अपनी full dignity से. That's very important. That is what we say कि भाई empowerment and dignity ये है. And I'm really very happy that MIB, NFTC and ESG has ensured this time कि ये सारी चीजें हो. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would like to let you all know that Joint Secretary of Broadcasting, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and Managing Director, NFDC, Sri Pithul Kumar sir, has joined us. I would like to extend a warm welcome to sir. I'd request sir to give his thoughts and his insights on the topic.
Honorable distinguished dignitaries and partners on the dais and also sitting below. So, first of all, we are very happy to inform you that from this year, the level of accessibility is really being transformed for the festival which we organize here. In terms of physical accessibility, the inclusivity part, we are wonderfully having a partner, Swayam, which is a pioneering organization in this field. And with their help and support, we have not just been able to ensure all sorts of accessibility, which is physical in nature, but also sensitized all the volunteers who are associated, not just the volunteers, but also the officers who are who have been sensitized about how to handle and how to be sensitive towards the inclusivity needs. Apart from that, we always used to have an accessible session of specially curated films for under the section of Accessible India for visually impaired, for hard of hearing. But this time, we are really proud to announce that apart from this package of specifically curated package of 6 films, we have 11 other films playing in the festival across different venues, so multiple screenings, wherein with the support of Cube, we have provided the audio description in the 6 films of Indian Panorama and 5 films of international section also. So these will be the films which will be first being premiered in IFFI in this part of the world, and will also be available for people who are visually impaired to be able to watch them with audio descriptions and without any difficulty. So that has been the effort of the ministry, which we are trying to also have in IFFI. The Ministry of Information Broadcasting is committed to have inclusivity and accessibility for the entertainment as is being for the essential things. In fact, in March 2024, the accessible guidelines were taken out for the exhibition of films in theaters. And you'll be happy to know that since September 15th, all the films which are made in more than one language, which are dubbed in more than one language, need to have accessible features. Without that, they cannot even apply for censorship. So this is a big step. The next big step, which was mentioned in the timelines of these guidelines, pertains to the Indian Panorama section of IFFI. That from next year onwards, all applications of films will only be considered for the Indian Panorama section when they have accessible features. So that is already put in the guidelines, and I think it will also sensitize the producers of films, the filmmakers, to not just make cinema which can be watched and enjoyed by ordinary people, but also people with special needs. So for that, they will definitely be embedding accessible features, maybe directly which are viewed during the exhibition, or maybe it is available through some technology, because in this field, technology plays a very, very important role. And through the technological solution, we can not just have accessible films, but we plan to have inclusive films where all the people can watch, and any other extra need is satisfied through this mobile gadget or any other specific device created for this purpose. I am really happy to see a lot of even the press who are here, and they are also enjoying all these features. In fact, all the accessible features which the festival is doing, I think Taha Sahab has already mentioned, he's more aware. So even the opening, closing, and even the press briefings, we have made it accessible. And just one more thing which I wanted to add is that a lot of effort, because ESG is not present, a lot of effort has been put by the government of Goa, not just from the commission, from the state commission, and also by the Entertainment Society of Goa, who's the host for the festival. So I'd really go ahead and thank the government of Goa for making this festival inclusive. And like I feel that this is not just a mandate for IFFI to be inclusive or a compulsion for to be inclusive. I think because we are celebrating the joy of cinema, so we are happy to have inclusivity. We are really eager to have inclusivity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now I would request Vandana ma'am to share a few words.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Uh, I think Prithul sir and Taha sir have more or less covered what we at Swayam have as accessibility partner done in the festival this time. We have not only trained for the volunteers and the social media team, we've also conducted the access audit. But what is new this year that we have done, that we wish we invite all of you to come to the Tech Pavilion. We have created a simulation zone where you guys can experience the daily challenges people with reduced mobility go through. It is a unique zone that we have created, and it is something uh, that is to be experienced by all. So I think I'll keep it as brief as this. And
Thank you, ma'am. Now the floor is open for questions.
So the Parvarim venue, Inox venue, there's a construction going on for the flyover. So any special arrangements are made that wheelchair accessible persons, when they get down from bus, can reach the theater without any, with safety and without any hindrance?
So I think ESG would have been the authorized to answer this, but I can tell you that ESG has told us that all the venues are accessible. So we cannot make the flyover accessible, but of course, when the person gets down at the venue, at the gate, inside the theaters are completely accessible.
Can I answer this, sir?
Yeah, sure.
At present, we have the accessible e-rickshaws which are plying in and across the venue. तो अगर किसी को भी ज़रूरत है, so they can use the facilities there, and it could be done absolutely. So the rickshaws carry wheelchairs inside. It's electronic e-rickshaws.
Thank you. Any more questions from the audience?
We have just inaugurated one, we said. So the Accessible India, Accessible Movie section, and plus, as sir said, wahan pe there are 6 movies, plus there are 11 more movies which are embedded to screen. And I'm rightly reiterating what Prasun sir has very well said, कि we are going towards inclusion rather exclusion. तो अभी भी आप अगर screen 3 में जाके देखेंगे, तो the movie which is going on is embedded with interpretation and audio description already, right? And there are more other movies जो technology use करके a person like me who's totally blind can easily go and enjoy the movie. So that's a fantastic step from the MIB by itself.
इस ईयर कितने डेलीगेट्स है जो दिव्यांग है IFFI में?
Any data? I don't think so.
You have the data.
ऐसा data directly captured तो नहीं है, लेकिन again, as we say, it is more of inclusion. यहाँ पे there are facilities created right from wheelchairs to accessible e-rickshaws to everything. तो किसी को भी चाहिए, they can come to the help desk, they can ask for the support, and the support would be available. Probably the capturing of specific data is not available because moreover, the MIB believes in inclusion. So that's our point there.
हेलो सर, मैं यहाँ पे थर्ड डे है मुझे आए हुए, एंड आई एम ऑल्सो व्हील चेयर यूज़र. इंक्लूसिविटी के लिए हम लोग बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं, इसके लिए मैं बहुत हैप्पी हूँ. लेकिन सर मैंने कुछ चीज़ें नोटिस की हैं, जैसे कि सबसे पहला पॉइंट है मेरा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. एक होता है जो दिखाई देता है, एक होता है जो सेंसिटिव होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, सामने जो रैंप है ये दिखाई दे रहा है कि रैंप है, लेकिन मैं अगर जाना चाहूँ तो वहाँ पे जा नहीं सकता हूँ. तो सेंसिटिव इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अगर हो तो वो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा. एंड मेरा सेकंड पॉइंट है कि हम पीएच को फिल्म्स को हर तरीके से इंक्लूसिव बना रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर हम उसमें जो एक्टर्स जो पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटी है, बेंचमार्क डिसेबिलिटी है, अगर हम उनको एक्टिंग का भी मौका दें तो इट इज़ मोर हेल्पफुल टू इंक्लूसिविटी. एंड थर्ड थिंग, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स, जैसा कि सर ने बोला कि 200 volunteers are already here, but I'm not seen a single one person who is standing at the gate to assist the person with disability.
Yeah.
So they have been trained to handle. If somebody asks for help, they have been trained. Like, if suppose there is somebody who's visually impaired, so there is a way of handling him. So I am not saying that the specific volunteers are there to 200 volunteers are there to handle people. All the volunteers who are there at the gate, they know how to hold a blind person and to escort him, how to handle a woman who's pregnant, to what can be her needs. So they have been sensitized. So there are no specific volunteers. If you require some, then that's a separate issue.
Yeah, just to add on to sir's, whatever he told, just to add on, we had long back, 3+ decades back, Sudha Chandran's given chance in Mayuri, based on it was her biopic only. So post that, there are somewhere here and there, everybody are getting the chance, but its data is not coming and reflecting. Hopefully, going forward, it will be done. Yeah, thank you.
Can I add? Yeah, for his point about actors or so many other roles can be performed by persons with disabilities. Through for that, we have been working in this film festival. Three of our films are going to be screened, where many persons with disabilities play roles, acting, cinematography assistants, screenplay writers, voiceover artists, like that. So we are very happy that NFDC provided us this opportunity for getting the recognition for artists with disabilities. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
Any more questions from the audience?
No, we understand what we are coming from. So this time, at least everything is accessible. But what you mean to say is sensitive. Sometimes there are infrastructure compulsions. So, you can, with the help of, that is why we are having volunteers who are sensitized. So probably, some suggestions from your side as to make it more sensitive will be very, very welcome. And the effort is there to, to be able to provide whatever the festival can provide.
Collectively, only we can go forward.
Sir, to the organization, just to add on small suggestion, we have seen in lot of even homes and many museums or art space where not it require much of damaging infrastructure or much of cost. A motorized chair attached to the staircase which can be detachable. Those kind now it is very much available. So I think that can be considered going forward because this is all heritage building. I know it will be difficult. So those kind it can be going forward taken. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for your suggestions. Any more questions? We have come to the close of the press conference. Okay, sir. Okay, I thank all the dignitaries on the dais for participating in today's press conference. I thank all of you for today's press conference. I hope that the discussion and insights today will take the message of accessibility to a broader audience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
To one more thing I want to add. Sir, Sir, as a token of appreciation, I would like to present our gift to Sir and Madam.